Let...
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble.
You wouldn't speak up for me in front of Diego, would you?
Yes. You've learned something which makes you quite useful to us. We can make use of skilled thieves in this camp here. You'll have my vote.
What can you teach me?
That depends on what you want to know.
I want to learn how to sneak around.
I believe, no false modesty, that I'm one of the best thieves they ever chucked into this colony. But when it comes to teaching how to sneak around, Cavalorn is the better man for you. You're learning fast!
That won't happen again. People always talk, as long as I'm not...
Rely on some...
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
I'm not wouldn't like to be...
Something about this story after all.
Maybe.
I thought that had been clear to me.
Listening all of that ring.
I wouldn't want to give you a shoot.
There must be something about that story after all.
Hang on, better not go rushing into anything.
What else can you tell me about hunting?
A lot, but it'll cost you more than a beer. If you know how, you can take the creature's teeth, claws, and skin. It's hard to get them, but they are valuable. At least every merchant will trade those things with you.
What do I have to observe while skinning reptiles?
The only reptiles suited for this purpose are lurkers and swamp sharks. If you slit the skin at the sides, it'll peel off by itself. From now on, you should be able to skin reptiles.
Show me how to take off the claws.
Actually, it's quite simple if you know what to do. Bend the claws forward, never backwards. And you mustn't pull them out either. Claws can be taken, especially from lizards. From now on, you'll know which creature's claws to take.
How can I skin these creatures?
I want to see some ore first. Like I said, everything has its price.
How do I get the teeth?
I want to see some ore first. Like I said, everything has its price.
You're demanding a lot for your advice.
Possibly, but you can earn a lot of ore with this knowledge. All the animals you kill without knowing how to cut them up will just rot away. That's a wasted opportunity of skinning them and selling the fur at a high price. If I were you, I'd try to gain this knowledge as soon as possible.
What else can you tell me about hunting?
A lot, but it'll cost you more than a beer. If you know how, you can take the creature's teeth, claws, and skin. It's hard to get them, but they are valuable. At least every merchant will trade those things with you.
It was obvious that there would be trouble ahead. You have to watch what you tell people. Rely on somebody.
Some people never learn.
What else can you tell me about hunting?
A lot, but it'll cost you more than a beer. If you know how, you can take the creature's teeth, claws, and skin. It's hard to get them, but they are valuable. At least every merchant will trade those things with you.
obvious.
Watch what you tell people.
Let's talk about something else instead.
Some people never learn.
Ah, you're probably right. Well, there was a time when things would have gone better.
It was obvious that there would be trouble.
I have the list from Ian.
That's
Well done. That'll get you a few brownie points.
Let's talk about something else instead.
What about my esteem within the camp?
I've talked to a few people.
And?
Scatty has told me he's anxious to see how you come off against Kurgo. And he's anxious to see if you'll challenge Karim. Whistler told me the story about Fisk. Well, if I was you, I would have taken the ore and cleared off. But anyway, he thinks a great deal of you. Sly told me that you found Neck. He seemed to be really content. Fingers told me that you've already learned a bit, but he thinks you can still improve your skills. I really need to talk to Dexter. He's using you for his own business, but there aren't any rules for the test. If you manage that, you'll be making a big step. Get on with it. There are still many things to do if you want to get anywhere here in the camp.
That's ever likely to change.
Can you teach me something?
Yes, I can teach you to improve your dexterity or your strength.
That's how it goes. It was obvious that there would be trouble ahead.
Come back soon. There are many things you need to learn.
Take care.
I'm not listening to all that. People always talk. Don't listen to all of that.
Hey, what's that creeping all about?
Rely on somebody, you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
People always talk. As long as I'm not involved.
Yeah, you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
Maybe.
Keep it to yourself, people.
Where are you from? You must be happy as well that you finally found somebody who understands you. I'm from Carina's. Have you ever been there? Well, it doesn't matter anyway.
You shouldn't believe.
Hang on. Not go rushing into anything. People always talk.
Get lost.
You want to be on your own for a while, do you? I understand. I'll stay in the background.
It was obvious that there would be trouble ahead. Find somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
What can you teach me?
And that depends on what you want to know.
How can I improve my lockpicking skills?
You'd like to know that, wouldn't you? It's not too difficult to begin with. Above all, you have to make sure that your lockpick doesn't break off. If you're a little bit more patient in future, you'll see that you won't need that many lockpicks anymore.
I want to become a skilled pickpocket.
I can't teach you anything, because you're so inexperienced.
I'm not listening to that blabbering anymore. You're very... Same old story every time. Some people...
But keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it.
I doubt that's ever. I'm not listening.
You have to rely on somebody.
Not listening.
There was a
Wow.
time.
And you never learn. You gotta watch what you tell people.
I'd better keep out.
There must be something about.
Don't blather so much. Yeah. Some people never. Same old story every.
Rushing into anything. There must be something about that story after all. Rely on somebody and you're in trouble.
Listening to all that blathering.
Let's talk about something else instead.
Don't blather so much. Let's talk about something else instead. It was obvious that there was trouble.
People always talk.
There was a line. People always talk. You're rushing different. As long as I'm not involved.
Wouldn't like to
doubt
be in
that's
his
ever
shoes,
likely
though.
to change.
You gotta watch what you tell people. Let's talk about something else instead.
I'd better keep out of it. Some people that's really not my problem. Some people never.
Maybe. Hang on.
It was obvious that there would be trouble ahead. Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it.
Some people never learn.
It was obvious that there would be trouble ahead.
People always talk.
I'm not listening to all the blathering anymore. Let's talk about
That
something
won't
else
happen
instead.
again. Maybe.
Let's talk about something else instead. I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though. People always
That won't happen
talk.
again.
I found that very clever ages ago.
You're probably right.
You shouldn't believe everything he That won't happen again. Maybe. That wasn't very clever.
Hey, you got no business in there. Beat it.
People always talk.
Nice
Little
fight.
gust of wind and he would have fallen over by himself. Wouldn't like to be in his
I'll make sure your ore is well invested.
Let's talk about something else instead. I doubt that's ever likely to change.
Little
Don't
gust of
try
wind
that
and he would have
again.
fallen over by himself.
I'd better keep out of it.
You have to watch what you tell people.
Hey, you! There was a time when things were... Hey, the right decision.
How often have I told you bastards not to run through my hut?
Hang on. Better not go rushing something else. Rely on somebody.
What's your problem?
Leave me alone, man. Everyone's a problem with me. It all started when I built my hut. Don't build your hut close to the ditch, they said. But none of these bastards told me what would happen if I still did it. When I came back from the mine a few days ago, I had a second door. Those pigs, I hate them. I can't tell you how much I hate them. Now everybody runs through my hut. Every idiot.
His shoes, though. What are you creeping around there for? You have to watch what you tell people.
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble.
I
That's
thought
how
that
it
it
goes.
was cleared up ages ago.
Rely.
Hey, you.
That's not really my problem.
You've been lucky there.
There must be some.
Maybe.
That won't happen again.
Let's talk about something else instead.
There was a time.
Hey, you.
Gone very different. Must be something.
You've been lucky there.
If you think, I doubt that's ever likely.
Hey!
There must be something about that story.
Let me pass. Let me pass.
Some people never learn.
So you think you're one of the wild boys, do you? Why don't you try it with me?
You want to get whacked? All right, if that's what you want. Ah, a fight!
A fight!
See ya.
Don't you worry about anything here in the camp. We'll be looking out for you.
Ah, you... What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do?
Put the weapon down.
You have to watch what you tell people.
What?
Leave it all. Don't. There's none. When I can't. Those.
You're in trouble. That's how it goes.
Let me pass.
There was a time.
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
There was a time when it was obvious that there would be trouble ahead.
Maybe.
I'd better keep out of it.
Same old story.
watch what you tell
I'd
better
people.
keep out of
You're in trouble. That's how it goes. There must be something about that story after all.
As long
Time when things were
So you think you're...
You want to get...
A fight! A fight!
Ah, you fuck!
What are you... He has finished
Try that
him
again
off!
and you'll regret it.
I'd better keep out of it. Same old story every time.
So you think you're one of the wild boys, do you? Why don't you try it with me?
You want to get whacked?
A fight!
I doubt that's
Talk
ever
about
likely
something
to
else
change.
instead. As long as I'm not involved.
That won't happen again.
Maybe
You're very
you shouldn't
probably
believe
right.
everything you hear. Rely on somebody
Maybe.
and you're
Who
in
cares?
trouble. Hang on.
That won't happen again.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear. I'm not listening to all that slanderous
I
stuff.
doubt that's ever likely to change.
That won't happen again. It's not really my problem. There must be something about that story.
I doubt that's ever likely to change. You're very
People.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
Let's talk about.
That's
People
really
never
not
learn
Something about that story, after all.
I doubt that's ever likely to change. I'm not listening to all that blather and any.
Wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though. I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
It was obvious there would be trouble if Hang on, better not go running and
Some people.
As long as I'm not involved.
Some
It
people
was obvious.
That wasn't very clever.
As long as I'm not.
Hold it!
What's up?
You can't go in the castle. Beat it!
Let's talk about something
You think anybody's ever gonna visit us? Probably.
Hang on. Not sure rushing into anything.
maybe.
People always talk. You gotta watch.
Maybe.
You have to watch what you do.
Maybe.
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes.
That wasn't very clever.
There was a time. Always talk. That won't happen again.
Hang on. Better not go
I
rushing.
thought that had been cleared up. You shouldn't believe everything. There was a time.
There was a time when things would have gone very differently.
The worst. Let's talk about something else instead. Hang on. There was a time. Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes. People always talk. Keep it to yourself. I'm not listening. That's same old story. Don't blather so much. Yeah. People always talk. You have to what? I doubt that's ever likely to change. That wasn't very clever. I would like to be in his shoes, though. People always talk.
Hey, you!
Somebody-
Keep out of the huts.
Same old story. I better keep out of it. I'm not listening to all that blunt. People always talk. That's ever likely to change. As long as I'm not involved. I'm not listening to all the blathering anymore. Some people never learn. Don't. I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
Maybe not go rushing into anything. I doubt that's ever.
Well, there was a time when things would have gone. I'm not listening to all that blathering anymore. The worst shit.
Show me your goods.
Choose something.
Somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes. I'd better keep out of it. You shouldn't believe it. Why does that happen over and over again? I thought that had been cleared ages ago. Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes. That's really not my problem. There was a time when things would have gotten very different. Let's talk about something else instead. You have to watch what you tell people. I would like to be in his shoes, though. Same old story every time. As long as I'm not wrong. That's really not my problem. That wasn't very clever. Shit. That's really not my problem. There must be something about that story after all. I'm not listening to all that blathering anymore. Hang on. Better not go rushing into anything. Hang on. Better not go rushing into anything. It was obvious that there would be trouble ahead. It was obvious that there would be trouble ahead.
What are you creeping around there for?
I doubt that's ever. That won't happen again.
You think?
The worst shit. As long as I'm not involved.
There was a time when things would have gone very differently.
Maybe keep out of it. There must be something about that story. Right? People always talk.
As long as I'm not involved. Hang on. Don't go rushing into anything.
People always talk. like to be in his shoes.
Show me your goods.
There must be something about that story after all.
It was obvious that there would be trouble ahead. There must be something about that story after all. I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
Hang on. Better not go rushing into anything.
I'm not listening to your blathering anymore. There was a time when things would have gone very differently.
It was obvious that there would be trouble ahead. That's really not. If you think it was obvious that there would be.
I'm listening to your blathering. I'd better keep out of it.
As long as I'm not involved.
Would like to be in his shoes. See?
Hang on, maybe. You should know me, maybe. Maybe. Who cares?
So you think you're one of the wild boys, do you? What?
You want to get wet?
Clear winner, I'd say.
As long as I'm not involved.
Same old story every time.
There was a time when things would have gone.
Hold it!
What's up?
You can't go in the castle. Beat it!
Hang on. Better not to go. The fight's been decided.
I doubt that's ever likely to change.
People always... Hold it!
What's up?
You can't go in the castle. Beat it!
It was obvious that there would be trouble.
Maybe.
There must be something about this story after all. The fight's been decided.
Lion. You're very probably
It was
right.
obvious there was a time when things would have.
Yeah, there must be something about that story after all.
Watching what you tell me.
People out of time.
There was a time.
What you tell me.
There must be something about this
Rely on
story after
somebody.
all.
I'd better keep out.
Don't panic! You've won!
Because he
There was a time when things would have gone very different.
Very.
I thought that had
I doubt that's ever.
Maybe.
It was obvious that there was
Something about that story after all.
If you think.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
That's really not my problem.
I'm not listening to all the blathering anymore.
I thought that'd be cleared up.
You have to watch what you tell me.
It was obvious that there would be trouble ahead.
Some people never
Time when
learn.
things would have gone very different.
If you think.
But keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it.
As long as I'm
There was a time when things would have
There was a time.
Very clever.
People always talk.
Hey, you! What have you been doing in there?
And how far have you got with your tests?
I've already talked to Dexter and Sly and Fingers. They are some of the most influential shadows here in the camp.
And how far have you got with your tests?
I've already talked to Dexter and Sly.
Now that you're with me, you looking for...
Keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it.
Could you please keep quiet for a...
Sure.
Get lost.
You want to... You want to be on your own for...
You have to watch what you tell them.
What's up?
You can't go in the castle. Beat it.
Same old story every time.
It was obvious there would be trouble ahead. I'm listening to all of them.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
You're probably right.
There must be some...
Hey, you! That was lucky.
That's really not my problem. Hey, you! I'd better keep out of it.
Hey, you!
If you
Some
think...
people never learn.
Hang on. Better not go rushing into anything.
As long as I'm not involved.
There must be something about that story.
People always talk.
That won't happen. I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
I thought that had been... Let's talk about something else.
I doubt it's ever likely.
That wasn't very clever.
If you think...
There was a time when things would have gone very different. Let's talk about something else instead. I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
That wasn't very clever.
I doubt that's ever likely to change. wasn't very clever.
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it...
Hey, you! Lucky
Hey,
for
you!
but I would have enjoyed polishing
What have you
your
been doing in
mug.
there? Hey,
Let
you!
me pass!
What are you creeping around here for?
You have to watch what you... But keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it.
That won't happen again.
If you think... Let's talk about something else.
People always talk.
All that'd be cleared up ages ago.
Hang on. Some
That's
people
really not my
never
problem.
learn.
As long as I'm
I
not...
thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
I'm not listening to your blathering anymore.
You have to watch what you tell people.
But keep it...
Hey,
What have you been...
You!
Some people...
Hey, you! What are you creeping around here for?
I'm not involved.
You're in trouble.
Hang on.
Leave everything you hear.
Might be something about that story
There must be something about that story after all. If you think...
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
Show me your goods.
That won't happen again. That won't happen again. If you think. Better not go rushing into anything. You shouldn't believe everything unless they got that
Have you got armor for me as well?
Well, I'm sure that I can satisfy you.
What can you teach me?
And that depends on what.
Let's talk about something else instead.
I thought that had been cleared, eh?
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
Maybe as long as... There was a time when things would have gone very differently.
Maybe, but who cares?
That won't happen again.
As long as I'm not involved.
Yeah, there must be something about this story after all.
That wasn't a lot of Clyde not involved. You shouldn't believe everything you hear. As long as I... That wasn't very clever.
Must
Maybe.
be something about that story after all.
Same old story every time.
It was obvious that there would be trouble. It wasn't very clever.
That wasn't very clever. That won't... Well, there was a time when things would have gone very differently.
Let's talk about something.
Show me your goods. How's it going?
Good. With me, you don't need to.
You scratch my...
That's the way.
If you think
I'm not listening to all that blathering anymore.
it was obvious that man was
again.
That won't happen again.
Let's talk about something else instead.
Who are you?
I'm Lester. I take care of the strangers who arrive here. You're lucky that you didn't talk to Baal Namib. No stranger is allowed to talk to the gurus.
But I want to talk to your master.
Forget it. I'm sure I can help you with any of your problems.
I want to become a member of the Brotherhood.
Kor Kalom decides whether you're ready to join the Brotherhood, but he relies on the advice of other gurus. Baal Namib over there is one of them. First, you'll have to prove that you're worthy, and then one of the gurus will send you to Kor Kalom.
How's that supposed to work if none of the gurus will talk to me?
It might not look like it, but the gurus observe everything you do here in the camp. If they think that you deserve to become a member of the community, they'll talk to you. You're bound to have opportunities in the camp to prove that you're worthy.
How can I find my way around here in the camp?
I can show you the most important places.
Show me the way. Tell me something about the camp.
What do you want to know?
What do you know about the weed?
Well, the weed's grown in the swamp. Of course, it has to be processed before it can be smoked. That's what we novices do. The weeds have a tranquilizing and relaxing effect. They help you concentrate on the essentials and increase your awareness. We trade them for goods from the old camp, and we use them to recruit new people as well. The result is, of course, that some people only join us for the weed. Well, at least they help us with the work in the camp.
What can you tell me about the Sleeper?
The Sleeper's a divine creature. He causes visions, at least to the gurus. We pray to him, for he will give us freedom.
And you believe that?
Hey, I've been inside the barrier for 2 years. Do you know how long 2 years can be? You can't imagine what I'm willing to believe and do, just to get out of here again.
Tell me about the guilds.
The gurus form the highest guild. They are the spirit of this camp, for they have great power. The Templars use their spiritual power in battle. They have an indomitable willpower. You should never get into trouble with them. As for myself, I am a novice. We pray to the Sleeper and do all the work in the camp. Some of the novices are allowed to join the gurus, but to get that far, you need to study for many years. May the Sleeper protect you.
The Sleeper be with you. Is everything all right, pal? Hi, I'm new here.
You addressed a guru. Never do that again. It's sacrilege. If a master wants to talk to you, he shall address you. May the Sleeper protect.
Hi, I'm new here. The Sleeper be with you. Is everything all right, pal?
Come on, put that thing away. The right decision. Hey, you! The right decision. Get out of the way!
How's it going?
I don't have much time. I have jobs to perform.
What should I know about this place?
It is a place of faith, brother. We do not have much, but what we do have, we share with all who are willing to listen to the Sleeper's teachings. Speak to one of the gurus, and your soul will be enriched.
Who are your leaders?
Yiberian, Kor Kalom, and Kor Angar are our mentors. They are our link to the Sleeper. During the invocations, they are the ones who make contact with the Sleeper.
I want to join you.
You mean you've decided to serve the Sleeper? A path of happiness and good fortune lies ahead of you. Go and talk to Kor Kalom. He'll decide what job you're most suited for.
Hey, you're learning fast.
How's it going?
Since I've become one of the chosen protectors of the faith, I feel better than I have ever done before.
Sounds pretty important.
You're an infidel. You don't understand.
I'd like to take a look inside the Sleeper's temple.
That's unthinkable. An infidel in the temple? Until you've pledged yourself to the Sleeper's service, you will not be allowed to enter the temple.
Who calls the shots around here?
Our gurus are the Sleeper's chosen ones. The Sleeper determines our fate, and the gurus prophesy it.
I want to become a Templar like you.
Have you any idea what I've had to deprive myself of to be allowed to serve the Sleeper's chosen ones as a temple guard? Don't think you can just stroll in here and take all the highest honors. Before you even consider it, you should learn a little about the Sleeper's teachings. That'll take some time, and it may knock some sense into you.
Why have you torn me from my dreams?
Is there anywhere important here where I should go?
There's Fortuno. He gives free swamp weed to all the followers of the sect. You'll find him under Cor Kalam's alchemy lab.
How are you?
I'm real high, man.
Who's the boss around here?
Iberian, the sleeper be praised. He brought us to this glorious place. All this was created through his visions.
How can I join this camp?
It's simple. Just let go, man. Talk to the gurus. They will guide you.
Why have you torn me from my...
How can I join this camp?
There's nothing simpler. Just talk to a couple of the junior gurus. They'll help you. You'll come to like it here. You'll see.
How can I join this camp?
It's simple. Just let go, man. Talk to the gurus. They will guide you.
How's it going?
I don't have much time.
I want to...
You mean you've decided to serve the Going...
Lucky for you, but I would have enjoyed polishing your mug. Why have you...
What are you doing here?
I'm teaching the words of the sleeper to the novices. I'm still a novice myself, but soon I'll be a Baal, one of the gurus. I've even spoken to Iberian. He's the chosen one. He told me that if I work hard, I can soon be a master myself. But I'm still putting that off. There's no rush, you understand? I can still become a master anytime. At the moment, I'm quite happy about my current task.
What's your task here?
I test the new substances developed by Cor Kalam in his alchemy lab with my pals here. His aide gives us something new every couple of days, and we test it. This weed opens your spirit. If you take the right amount, you can get in touch with the sleeper.
Have you ever been in contact with the sleeper?
No, not yet. But that's because we never get enough of the stuff. Kalam always wants to hear about the effect of it, but I get the impression he's not really interested in my opinion at all. If I find the stuff stimulating, he passes it straight on to the gurus. But soon, I'll be a guru myself. Then I can go right to my limits and listen to the voice of the sleeper myself.
I'd like to join your camp. Can you help me?
You want to join us? That's good. Just wait. Yes, I think I can help you. I'm not a guru yet, but I have some influence in the Brotherhood. You'd have to do me a favor. Have you seen Fortuno yet? Then go. See him and collect your daily ration. If you leave me all the swamp weed he gives you, we're in business.
I'll think about it. I have swamp weed on me. You can have it.
We agreed on 3 Northern Dark and nothing else. Get me the weeds, then we can do business.
How are you doing?
I am warning you. Do not be disrespectful. You are talking to one of the chosen guards of the prophets.
Do you need another good man?
We're always looking for good men. But you will have to work hard to improve yourself. Only advanced novices may become Templars. It is the greatest honor for any follower of the Brotherhood of the Sleeper. May I pass?
Thought that had been cleared up ages ago. Same old story.
Hey, you. Lucky for you. But I would have enjoyed polishing your mug.
Hey!
So, you do know what's good for you.
What are you doing here?
I'm making sure no swamp sharks come too close to the camp. If I were you, I'd steer clear of the beasts. You don't stand a chance against them. Now, don't disturb me anymore. I need to keep my eyes peeled.
What are you...
I make the fight now.
You're learning fast.
How can I join this camp?
It's simple, Top.
Why have you told...
Can you train me?
Out of my sight, unworthy one. I instruct only the Sleeper's Templars.
Hey, you. Lucky for you. But I would have enjoyed polishing your mug.
How are you doing?
I am warning you.
Will you train me?
You want to become a strong warrior. So now you're looking for someone to instruct you. Commendable, but I'm not the man you want. I dedicate my time only to those belonging to the Holy Circle of Templars.
How can I become a Templar?
First, you will have to serve as a novice for a while to prove that you truly believe in the Sleeper. Then come back to me, and I will instruct you.
Hi, I'm new here.
The Sleeper be with you, stranger.
What can you tell me about this place?
Well, the Gurus are the most important people here. They spread the word of the Sleeper and pass our master's visions on to the novices. Of course, he's too tired to talk to everybody himself. But on some days, he speaks to us in the temple courtyard and reveals the holy words of the Sleeper.
And what does he say then?
The Sleeper guides the way, but an infidel like you wouldn't understand that.
You've been lucky there. Hey, you've been lucky there.
You're learning fast.
So, you do know what's good for you. So, you do know what's good for you.
You look more like a seeker. Someone who's searching for the true faith. Do you not feel a fire inside your body which keeps you from sleeping at night? I see. You doubt that what the Ore Baron slaves try to tell you is really true and just. You know why you doubt them too? They're lying. With those lies, they try to control weak spirits, but your spirit is stronger than their lies. Don't you feel a longing for freedom every single day? Don't you feel it growing stronger? It guides your spirit. Let it happen. Do you know what you're doing when you try to suppress it? You're denying your soul, denying yourself. Don't let your fears dominate your life. Free yourself. You need to understand. The sleeper will awaken. He will set you free and wash away all these disbelieving infidels. Like dross that is washed away by the rain, they will vanish from this world. They will moan, whine, and repent, but it will be too late. Then they will pay the price. They will pay with their blood and with their lives.
Hey, you've spoken to me. Does that mean I may talk to you now?
I see you've become familiar with our rules. That's good. I can feel your great spiritual strength. Soon you'll be allowed to join our community. I have spoken to you because I wanted to give you a chance to prove your loyalty.
How can I prove my loyalty?
Most of all, we need new souls to join our community. By recruiting one more man to our camp, you will prove that you're willing to do good service to our community.
Where can I recruit new members for the Brotherhood?
The old camp is a good place to try since a lot of the people there are fed up with fear and lies. They just need some kind of support. I guess you won't be very successful in the new camp. The men living there are barbarians.
Why are you so desperate for new members?
The sleeper has spoken to our master, revealing that he has an important message for us. However, he has not gathered full strength yet. That's why he needs our strength to contact us. Therefore, we are preparing a great invocation, and the more men participate, the likelier we are to be successful. If you want to know more about it, go to the large court in front of the Temple Hill. But don't disturb our master in his meditations.
Where can I recruit new members?
The old, I guess.
How are you?
I'm real high.
That wasn't very clever. I doubt that's ever likely to change.
Hi, I'm new here and I'd like to get to know the camp.
Then you've come to the wrong place. Since the Templars started preparing for the fight, we've been busy day and night. I don't have much time for questions, so don't disturb me, unless you want to buy something.
I'd like to trade with you.
Good. Here, these are the weapons I have available at the moment.
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes. But keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it. Same old story every time. Wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though. Maybe.
That's really not my problem. That wasn't very clever. Same old story every time. Listening to all the flattering anymore.
Come closer. Every newcomer to this place receives a gift of welcome.
What have you got for me?
Here, take 3 rolls of swampweed. It's northern dark. Good stuff. You can have more of it every day, but if you want more than your daily ration, well, you need to pay. If you find berries and herbs on the paths between the camps, you can bring them to me. I'll buy them off you.
I've come to collect my daily ration.
You've already had your daily ration. If you want more, come back tomorrow or buy something.
I want to trade.
What do you want from me? Or do you want to sell something?
How are things?
I can't complain. Say, are you new around here?
I've only just arrived. What can you tell me about this camp?
It's the best place to be in the entire goddamn colony. Even if you don't believe in the Sleeper's teachings, at least you get your daily ration of food and swamp weed. All you have to do is talk to Fortuno.
Where can I find him?
Down at Cor Colom's lab, near the big temple courtyard.
I'm sure you won't mind me going in there.
If you're disrespectful,
What do you want?
I think I have convinced the bowels. I think I have convinced the bowels. What kind of experiments do you do?
My research takes place on a level you don't understand anything about, boy. So don't waste my time.
One of the merchants from the old camp would like to have the recipe for a healing potion.
My recipes are not for sale.
I'll be seeing you.
May the Sleeper enlighten you.
So, you do know what's good for you.
It was obvious that... Maybe. If you think...
As long as I'm not told. There must be some story.